So guys, what's really going on in the world right now? I mean, it's chaos everywhere. All around the world, chaos. Wars are starting. What can we be getting prepared for, guys? Because something big is obviously on the way. And the governments around the world, a lot of governments don't know, but a lot of governments do know, more or less the Western governments, the big time governments, because they are the ones planning it. We are getting closer to Project Bluebeam. The fake alien invasion is almost here, guys. And this may disappoint a lot of people, but a lot of lives are going to be sacrificed in order to pull off this fake alien invasion. The United States and a lot of other Western countries have been, and been for a very long time, creating extraterrestrial type machinery like UFOs, fake alien beings. They have been creating this stuff, so when this time came, everything looks so believable and realistic. A lot of alien UFO sightings that we see are not real UFOs. Those are man-made UFOs. Now there are a lot that are very much real, and we just have no explanation for it. And then there are the fake ones. You wouldn't know the difference because they are so built so accurately and correctly that you think that it's an actual UFO when it's really a human-made UFO. Now, aliens have been here for a very long time. They've been on our planet for a very long time, but they're not as hostile as everyone may think they are. Yes, some of these aliens are very, aggressive, but not hostile as far as like wanting to take over the earth. Because if you know, like I know, we come from a bigger being, something much larger than we can imagine. It's scary when you think about all the possibilities of why we are here on earth. And then you get this thought and this mindset of us being created by a more intelligent life form. Just how we create video games and stuff like that. People in the video games don't know they're in a video game. Us humans being here on earth, being inside somebody else's video game, we would not know it, nor would we want to believe it. We are living in a simulation. A lot of people don't want to believe it, but it's there, it's truth, it's so much evidence. We just don't want to admit that we're living in that world. Now, in this world, there are leaders, and there are leaders all around the world, in every country, in certain areas, that call the shots. And there are some people, the group of leaders that will figure out what is actually going on, the truth, and why we're actually here, and what's our reason for being here. A lot of people said it was a prison planet. A lot of people said that we were slaves for a bigger race. A lot of people think one of the more popular ones is we're used to crossbreed with these extraterrestrial beings to keep their race alive because they couldn't reproduce with each other anymore. So there's a lot of mysterious things that we just don't know of as of right now. But our government does. Now, people are getting much more power hungry. And this is where we boil down to the Project Bluebeam, the fake alien invasion. The Western leaders want to control the whole world. And I'm not saying they're the only leaders, because I'm pretty sure Russia, China, a lot of these other countries, these powerhouse countries, have their own, dreams or aspirations for the future of the world. So what's going to happen is, with this fake alien invasion, is to form the new world order, the one world government, something that's been talked about for years, and something that's been made, supposedly a plan for years. They're going to fake an alien invasion, and it's going to start in either China or Russia, or maybe somewhere in the Middle East. But it's going to be with somebody that's not ally friendly with the United States and the Western countries like China, Russia, Iran, countries like that, North Korea. And what's going to happen is the weaponry and everything is so far advanced. You guys got to understand, the United States itself, we are at least 50 to 60 years in front of everybody in technology. And they play like we're not, and it's just, the gap is not that far apart. The gap is really far apart. Our technology here in the United States is so far advanced. That's why some certain jets and weaponry we just don't give. We keep everything classified because it's so far advanced. But there's some things that we wouldn't even be able to imagine, and other countries wouldn't even be able to imagine. They wouldn't even think was real. Our government has it, and they have complete control of it. So with this fake alien invasion, this will be basically the United States' most advanced weaponry. And they're going to have these countries that we are so-called not ally friendly with going up against these aliens. They're going to be going up against these aliens. And with that being said, it's going to get to the point where if it's Iran, China, Russia come to their aid, and it's just not going to work out, the aliens will end up occupying Iran or whatever country, North Korea, China, Russia, and then go to the next one. And what will happen is when Iran, China, North Korea, and these countries that aren't so-called Western friendly will start going down one by one and be occupied by beings that are not this earth, but really these are creations of the United States and the Western world to use for Project Bluebeam. And they will sacrifice a country that is an ally country. We may see one of these smaller countries that are supposedly part of, NATO or whatever, or friendly to the United States, get attacked because it can't look too obvious. Could be somewhere like a Iraq or Jordan or Saudi Arabia, anything like that. They could go down as a guinea pig for this agenda. And what will happen is we'll see basically Russia being invaded by the aliens and trying their best to fight them off. And they're about to lose. And boom, here comes the Western nations and the United States leading the way to stop this alien invasion, stop Russia from being taken over and occupied, and saving the world. Now, what this will do, anytime an outside force hits, it will unite the people. It will unite us. And that's what their goal is to do, to unite us. They're going to try to unite. They're going to try to unite us and everybody else as a one world order. And people are going to do it because they want to be under the protection of the country that just defeated an alien outside force. And this is how the new world order starts. And this is what everyone ends up under, a one world government, because they're doing it for protection. And that changes everything, guys. This is happening very, very soon. I'm telling you, real soon. There's really not even a real time frame on it, guys. But I'm telling you now, pay attention, stay locked in, and I'll have a part 2. But this is Project Bluebeam. Get ready, it's about to happen, and that's how it's going to happen.